What's up, guys? I'm Chad Barnes, and welcome to the channel. Here, it's all about real car talk, from simple fixes to smart driving tips and keeping your ride in top shape. If that sounds good to you, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, and make sure you watch all the way through. There's a lot of good stuff coming. Let's get to it.
Soviet car enthusiast was not familiar, even if not personally, at least from friends or magazine articles, with the Mustang compressor. This amazing long liver of the world of domestic automobile accessories was produced from the beginning of the 70s and up to the 2000s, leaving a long memory with specific characteristics. Wild Horse consumed a current of 17 amperes, while having a pressure limit of negligible 2 to 2.5 atmospheres, but if necessary, easily repaired. In its pumping unit was a diaphragm from the gasoline pump of the truck ZL130. Fortunately, or unfortunately, times have changed, and the Mustangs have ridden off into the sunset of the empire. They have been replaced by thousands of Chinese models, the quality of which varies quite a lot, from disgusting to quite good even, for several identical-looking models under different brands. In order not to play the lottery, it makes sense to pay attention to accessories under well-known brands in the automotive world, which do not risk to put their name on the products of untested OEM factories. Therefore, the next guest of our test was Compressor from the well-known car light manufacturer, German brand Osram. Today the compressors under Osram brand are represented by the line of inflate. These are three models in a single disc design, reminiscent of flying saucers. inflate 200 is the simplest, with an arrow manometer, inflate 450, with digital pressure gauge and automatic shutoff. inflate 1000, with auto shutoff, a larger and clearer digital display, and an optional deflator valve for bleeding excess pressure from an overinflated tire without unscrewing the fitting and pushing the spool. The numbers in the compressor names themselves, 200, 450, 1000, do not tell the consumer anything. They are just factory indices. All three models are identical in design, powered from the cigarette lighter socket, have a maximum pressure limit of 7 atmospheres, and are equipped with built-in lights, except for the most budget model, which is not equipped with a backlight. The junior and mid-range models have 120 watts of power, while the senior model has 180 watts. We took for a test the golden mean, automatic compressor Osram inflate 450. The compressor is compact and lightweight. It is a 190mm 680 gram pancake with almost no protruding parts. Unfortunately, it doesn't come with a carrying case, but perfectionist drivers who like to keep their accessories clean and uncluttered can easily place it in the glove compartment or a box under the seat. The compressor is designed to maximize storage of the inflation hose and power cord. The hose is partly placed in the groove on the body and partly in a special niche. The type of connector is threaded, not tap. This type of connector is no worse and no better than its analog, but it is more practical for ladies' fingers, as the tap is often too tight, especially in the cold, and has not been developed yet. The cable is coiled using a convenient rotary spool, like in the good old Soviet extension cords. Remember them? The wire is pulled out of the case by unwinding the spool, and twisted by turning the hinged handle. Thanks to this method of storage, the cord is always even, without breaks and lugs. The cable length is 3.3 meters. The older model is slightly longer, 3.5 meters, but this is enough for the vast majority of cars that have a single cigarette lighter socket, classically located on the dashboard near the gearbox handle. In addition to working with standard automotive spool valves, the Osram inflate 450, and the other two compressors in the inflate range, of course, is also capable of inflating bicycle wheels with an interchangeable threaded sleeve, balls with a needle and blowing various small clogs through a conical tip. These three adapters come in the kit and are attached to the body. All Osram inflate compressors are designed for connection to the cigarette lighter and are characterized by low current consumption. Blowing of the fuse in the cigarette lighter circuit or its overheating is excluded, as the compressor operating current does not exceed 5 to 7 amperes with a permissible current of 15 amperes. Just in case, as it should be, a duplicate fuse is located in the plug, it can be removed with a screwdriver, has a dimension of 20 mm by 5 mm and a nominal value of 10 amperes. A separate button switches on the diode flashlight on the side of the case for convenient work at dusk. The light is bright, but diffused, thanks to the frosted glass, and does not blind the eyes. The compressor in the lamp mode consumes 0.22 amperes from the onboard power supply when the engine is not running, from 12 volts, which allows you to use it for a long time without risk of battery discharge. The compressor control is very simple. A huge button, a quarter of the size of the housing, is used to turn on the pump. You can press it with your hand or even with your foot. The backlit display shows only the pressure, nothing extra. The button M, modes, changes only the units of pressure scale, bar, they are equal to our canonical atmospheres, PSI and kPa. And the buttons plus and set the required pressure of automatic shutdown, which is advisable to choose higher by 1-02 units, because the excess is usually blown off at the moment of unscrewing the connector. Well, and, actually, the test in business. We deflate completely the tire R15 165/60 and inflate to 1.8 atmosphere. It is minus 19 degrees outside, which is a very serious test for the compressor, whose piston seals in the cold reduce elasticity and significantly increase the operating time. The result of the Osram TYR Inflate 450 is 2.5 minutes of fairly quiet operation with an unobtrusive timbre. This is an excellent result for a compact model, although certainly not a record-breaking result. Vibration of the compressor was minimal, even taking into account the fact that it stood on dense rolled snow, practically on ice, for which its four legs with rubber tips did not cling. Plate was slightly sliding on the snow, but not critically, and the nipple cap did not jump out of a small, specially designed for a tray. On the asphalt in similar conditions, TYR Inflate was not moving at all. In conclusion, the Osram car compressor, affectionately known as the swinging saucer, proves to be a reliable and efficient tool for any driver. With its impressive performance, user-friendly design, and compact size, it stands out as a valuable addition to your vehicle's essentials. Whether you're dealing with a flat tire or simply need to maintain optimal tire pressure, this compressor delivers on its promises. Thank you for watching, and we hope this review has helped you make an informed decision about your next car accessory. Safe travels!